Have you ever asked yourself how my JavaScript code runs? Does it run by itself or is there a system working behind it? Let's understand today. Your JavaScript code cannot really do anything on its own until and unless it is inside of a runtime environment, and that's where all the magic happens. Surprising? Let's understand how. You might have heard the big names, web browsers, Node.js, Dino, Bun, and others. These are all runtime environments for JavaScript. But what exactly is a runtime environment? It is basically a system in which your JavaScript code survives and runs. This environment provides all the tools, libraries, and infrastructure your code actually needs to perform the things that you write in it, like performing click actions, accessing files, making network requests, and others. Let's actually do a dissection of the JavaScript runtime environment to understand what it contains. So the JavaScript runtime environment contains a JavaScript engine first of all. Engine is the heart of the runtime environment. It is not some mysterious stuff that exists in the environment. All engines are simply programs that execute your code. Every environment has its own engine. For example, Chrome and Node.js uses the V8 engine. Similarly, Firefox uses an engine called SpiderMonkey. Safari uses JSC, which is called JavaScriptCore. Then, the next powerful thing the runtime environment offers are environment-specific APIs. APIs are simply mechanisms which allow different software programs to communicate and exchange data with each other. APIs depends on what environment your JavaScript code is running in. For example, in browsers, you see web APIs that interact with the browser and manipulate web pages. For example, DOM, Fetch API, Timer APIs, Local Storage APIs, and more. In a server environment like Node.js, you get to see APIs for server-side operations, which are not available in the browser. For example, file systems, networking, global objects, and more. The runtime environment also contains event loop, callback queue, and MicroTask queue, which we will discuss in our future videos. In this video, we'll stick to the JavaScript engine. So to sum it up, the runtime environment acts as a container that provides the context and tools beyond the scope of the JavaScript language, which allows the language to interact with the world. Now let's get to the main part of this video, which is the JavaScript engine. In order to understand how all of this works, we need to dive a bit deeper into the functionality of the JavaScript engine. So a JavaScript engine contains two core components. Number one, heap memory, which is an unstructured memory pool for storing data or objects used inside your code. And number two, call stack, which is for tracking function execution in your code using the execution context. And we'll get to this stuff in a second. But there are a few more components inside of the JavaScript engine which are for processing and optimization. Those includes number one, Parser, which reads the code and converts it into AST. AST is nothing but a fancy word for tree-structured representation of your code. Number two, a JIT compiler, which compiles all of your code into the machine-readable form. Number three, an interpreter, which reads every line of your code and executes it. And number four, a garbage collector, which automatically cleans up the memory by freeing it from the objects and variables which are not in use anymore. So now that we are aware of all the core components of the JavaScript V8 engine, in the next video, we'll try to understand the execution and working of this entire system with the help of a simple code snippet. Till then, subscribe!